Come closer.
So Mac Miller is pretty new to me. I really just got into him through Turning the Tables. When Connor introduced Kevin to Mac, I pretty much came along for the ride. Didn't know that much about him, had read a little bit on Wikipedia about his life, who he dated, how he unfortunately passed far too early, but I really didn't know any of his stuff, and Turning the Tables made me discover swimming and circles and faces, and I really wanted to go back into the catalogue and discover some of that early stuff. That led me to Macadelic. Macadelic, of course, is Mac's 7th mixtape, released in 2012, never officially released on vinyl. So that's really interesting because this year, of course, it's the 10th anniversary, and it has just been released by his estate on vinyl. I started with a unofficial vinyl copy on red vinyl, and now with the 2022 official release out, I want to know which one sounds best. Is there any difference? But I'm going to play you a track off that red vinyl and just see what you think. Here's the track. So I think you'll agree that actually sounds pretty good, even though it's coming through YouTube and there's compression and downgrading of that original file. It still sounds pretty good. But now let's compare that to the same track, recorded the same way, on the 2022 latest release. And let's see what you think of that compared to the previous one. So try and remember the previous one, what that sounded like. Let's hear the 2022 version.
But this love free dreams turn up to reality. Double cup of lean, standing on my balcony, looking at the sky, thinking it could all be mine. All we got is memories.
There's a pretty big difference. The 2022 sounds much clearer, much more open, much more detailed. There is clearly a difference between the two pressings. And I was actually surprised because when I first started listening to the unofficial release, I thought it was pretty good. I think it's from a high-quality CD master. That's very likely that it was taken from that kind of source because, let's face it, that would be the only source that the bootleggers would have a choice to use. But it's only when you compare it to the new official release that you can really tell the source difference. This pressing sounds better than the unofficial pressing. And if you don't believe me, if you sort of missed that before, if you don't agree, if you think that maybe they're the same, now I'm going to play you them back to back with no talking from me in between and see what you think. Track 1 from the unofficial, track 1 from the official, track 2 from the unofficial, track 2 from the official, back to back, no break. See if you can tell the difference.
It's where my mind is, so I light another cigarette to calm me down. It's where my mind is, so I light another cigarette to calm me down. Sandals, you want a war? I got a lot of ammo. You ain't a soldier cause you rockin' camo. Young Rambo, 100 million fans though, and I do it big. You a iPod Nano. Sandals, you want a war? I got a lot of ammo. You ain't a soldier cause you rockin' camo. Young Rambo, 100 million fans though, and I do it big. You a iPod Nano.
But your tactics are mighty clever. But even if you're Mayweather, you can't fight the feeling. You can't fight the feeling. It won't. Your tactics are mighty clever. But even if you're Mayweather, you can't fight the feeling. You can't fight the feeling. It won't.
Does that show you pretty clearly? There's no doubt the 2022 has the best fidelity and is an overall better package. The sticker, the poster, the nice grey vinyl plays beautifully, clean, flat, dynamic range is great, sounds good. Easy choice. Hey, so thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.
Are you still here? Are you with me? Come Come closer, come closer.
Viens plus près. Viens plus près.
Come closer.